Good morning, you beautiful people. So I couldn't, well, I could probably. I've gotten here a little bit earlier. It is now about 11 o'clock on the Sunday morning, and I wanted to show you how the African Smiles did, what they were up to last night. So each one of them has got water in it. This one, unfortunately, I can't see a watermark. That one you can see has only filled up a little bit to there. This one I can't see the watermark. I think it's also just about there. None overflown, overran. There you can see. Here you can see nicely. Also just a little bit above the water. Here's African squares. This is now where we started making them much bigger. You can see how nice they got up. They caught quite a bit. Hey, there's a hole that fell in here. It's probably a termite mound or something that fell in here. Water there, water overran. You can see this one, the overflow has worked fantastic. Some rubble washed in, washed out, water overflew and filled up this one below. And so that is awesome. That one did not overrun. So we stopped at 46. We had a couple of other projects that we have to go on, but we're falling behind, so we need to pull our finger out here to get these 500 back on track. I have a big project planned with the municipality. Need to see how fast I can get that going. This one, see, the water actually runs. I would say the water will almost run past, but here you can see it did find its way in, and it did fill up quite a bit. But this soil is much softer, so it pulled in much faster. This one had a lot of run in. Wonder if it actually had any run out. It did not have any run out, but you can see it filled up quite a lot. The ones below it, yeah, you can see water between the two African Smiles came. It missed this one, but it got that one. That one caught a lot of water over there. That one was also quite nice and full. I think we might be 3 or 4 levels might be too deep here. We must maybe go more longer. Yeah, this one is quite full. Actually, I say it's too deep, but all of them did get water. Wonder how they got to the squares. I mean, we need to fix these squares into half moons again. At least they're facing the right way, so that's a bargain. This one was also nice and filled. Those ones were nice and filled. I wonder if we have more. I think we have more on this side, a little bit further above. This one you can see filled up and overran, so it filled up and it went across there. So that's quite nice. This one should have been filled up quite a bit. There's a little pathway coming down towards it. Let's see. Yeah, he did really well over there. I hope my finger and the camera aligns. I can't see the screen very well. Okay, this one doesn't have a grand inflow. It's on a funny side, but it did get a bit. Let's see there. This one had a nice influx. Water gone in very fast. This one also didn't have a great inflow because it's right next to an anthill, so you have to almost bring the bank out this way into the footpath, but still got quite a bit of water. There's a footpath. I wonder what the locals think about us building these things in their footpaths all over the place. Filled up nice, and this one filled up nice. You can see it's slanting that way, so you need to take soil out of here, getting it flown that way. This one would have been nicer if we turned it a little bit more this way, but that triangle will help a lot. This is some of the erosion ditches that you can see from the air photos. This gully will just keep on growing back and back and back, and this one will grow into the township and this one will probably grow into the residential area there. Go all the way, I see there's a culvert there, so it will grow and make this gully deeper and deeper all the way back there, so we need a way to stop that. Deeper in the township, I honestly think that if you leave me here, I might not be able to drive straight out. I'll obviously get out somehow, but I won't be able to find the shortest route out. I'm quite deep in the middle of the township, and this is John Johannes is a guy that's taking the place of the guys that has left, and so including Matthew and Eugene found a better way. Matthew wasn't fitting in the way we hoped, and Patrick found a new job where it suited him better as well as a security guard. So John Johannes is one of the new guys that we employed. I'll introduce you to some of the other guys, but John Johannes wants to start the farm. That's basically what it comes down to. You see, he's been planting quite a bit of beans, and so this property belongs in brackets to his sister, and so it will help him because now he doesn't have to pay rent. He'll stay in a small room next to the eating place where the kids are eating, and the ladies and the men are all making lunch, and they started eating together. They used to eat separate in the beginning, but I think as they became friends they all started eating together. So it will give him a chance to save money on his rent that he has to pay for his sister, and it will give us a chance to have somebody live on the plot, which is quite nice. I really like him. He doesn't speak English well, he doesn't speak Afrikaans well, he doesn't understand many of the things, but he has got some fourth vision, so he's got a way to see what needs to be done, and he goes and do it without anybody telling him. And he's got new ideas that he brings to the table, although we're really struggling to understand it. And I see him run from place to place without me having to ask him to be in a hurry. He's always in a hurry. I cannot explain to you how much that makes my heart happy. I constantly have a struggle with my wife and kids because they walk slower than I do, and somebody that like Lucas, who's my white eye, or what do you call it, white bread man, I don't know what white bread man is such a wrong translation, but in South Africa, in Afrikaans, we talk about somebody's your white bread. So Lucas is my white bread. I really love him, but I constantly struggle with him walking slow, and so Johannes runs from place to place, which I absolutely love. He's definitely not gonna take the place of my white bread Lucky. I love Lucas to bits, even though he almost killed my ducks a couple of days ago. But yeah, Johannes is quite a cool guy. I'm very glad to have him on the farm. This is just a video that one of my clients sent me on how the worm population is doing. I'm really happy to get feedback like this. So that was Sunday on the farm. Let's start Monday. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.